to see you all here tonight. As is tradition, we're going to start this official part of the reception, which will be very, very short, but nice, because we have Deputy Minister Hilarius here, who's going to make a very nice speech. Now, we're going to start this official part with the national anthems of the Czech Republic first, and then of Belgium. Adrien. Presidency, thanks to the commitment of everyone, from the lowest to the highest, in Brussels and abroad. Our local presidency here in the Czech Republic was also a success. We had great cultural events, interesting visitors, fascinating exchanges. Belgium and the Czech Republic generally take the same positions on the international stage. We are committed to multilateralism, to the rule of law, to the values on which we have built Europe, and which we intend and need to continue to defend. We find each other within the European Union, but above all, we find each other in our unwavering support for Ukraine and its fight for freedom. In order to be able to provide all the help that is needed, we have joined the Czech Ammunition Initiative. And I would like to express my thanks to our Czech friends for their activism for peace and stability on our continent. As the international storm clouds darken over Europe, our only hope for overcoming these difficult times lies in resilient cooperation, not in division and not in a willingness to surrender. We are both aware of that. Bilaterally, our relations are excellent. And this will be further illustrated by the King's visit to the Czech Republic next year. The first royal visit in 25 years. Yeah. Our king comes at the express invitation of President Pavel to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Pilsen. The city of Pilsen was liberated in May 1945 by Belgian troops fighting for the American army. And so we are going to commemorate that festively together with our American comrades. And just last week, President Pavel was introduced into the Order of the Belgian Beer Brewers. So we continue to cultivate our common love for beer. I'm not going to bore you with statistics, but rest assured, our mutual trade is increasing. More and more Czech tourists are coming to Belgium, and Belgians are coming to the Czech Republic. We are exchanging more and more students, but what pleases me the most, there are more and more mixed Belgian-Czech couples. Our Belgian-Czech community is steadily expanding. I would like to thank our sponsors tonight, AB InBev, Tony Bennett, who is somewhere over here. Tony Bennett, I saw you. And Belvec for their generosity. But I would certainly like to thank the embassy team, who have done an excellent job all year. Thank you. And now I would like to give the floor to a man who has lived in Belgium for a greater part of his adult life than I have. Who has written more books on Belgian history than I have. And who has more Belgian children than I do. Deputy Minister, please. It's yours.
Thank you very much. Dear Ambassador, Your Excellency, Your Excellencies, good evening, bonsoir, goedenavond, guten Abend, dobrý večer. See, Belgium is a bit complicated. We all like it, not just those who lived there 20 years. Honestly, just the weather, that's awful. But as concerns the rest, Belgium is a country to which we wish all the best for King's Day. Of course, we are anticipating very much the royal visit to Prague, especially those of us who have children with names like Albert or Matilda. It goes really deep. It goes really deep. Because Belgium is a country that everybody is aware of. Half of Europe keeps traveling there all the time for all the summits and all the meetings, high-level meetings, and working groups and technical groups and ministerial councils and so on and so on and so on. And sometimes the bilateral relations are a bit forgotten. So it's always good when the ministers meet, when the prime ministers meet also on other aspects than just those big European or North Atlantic, and speak about the things that, for example, join Belgium and Czechia together. You mentioned the beer, which is in our veins, Czech as Belgians. You mentioned our glorious history, which is often forgotten. It's 950 years since young Czech Mr. Kosmas, our first major chronicler, was studying in Liège, at already then famous place of learning. It's the history of Belgian soldiers helping to liberate Pilsen, and on the other hand, Czechoslovak brigade fighting on the French-Belgian border, and many of its members resting in the soil of Belgium, in Adenkirke. So some things that go deep from history and deep in the current situation. You mentioned the joint Czech-Belgian couples. It's not me, I have Czech wife. But with so many thousands and thousands of Czechs living in Belgium, the mutual relationship and understanding is just growing deeper and deeper, and that's very good. It's, of course, Belgium has the advantage of being the capital of Europe. Czechia will be happy to remain heart of Europe. Everybody has to divide what's necessary. But the relations between our nations divided just by, basically it's just two borders. Yes. It's no, we don't need to travel through. There is just one Germany in between us. So we are really, so that means we are really close. And on this closeness and friendship between Czechia and Belgium, please allow me to raise a glass and wish you all a very good evening.